Hey guys, before we get started with the recreating the flipbook inside of Photoshop, I'm just going to go ahead and show you a few of the different tools that you can use to recreate, your animations inside Photoshop. All different drawing tools, things that can help you create stuff for your background, things like that. So I'm just gonna go down the list here. This is the Move tool. You're able to use this to be able to move stuff around. I can show you that one later. And then don't worry about what I'm doing here. This is just me creating another layer so that I don't affect what's going on in this one, but I'll talk more about layers in the next video. A big one, probably the biggest one, is the brush tool. So I'm going to select that. And as you can see, let me put this back to the normal. This is how you're able to create lines and draw inside Photoshop. So let me kind of show you the differences on the settings up here. So let's say opacity is at 100%. So I have this line right here, 100% opacity. If I wanted it to be less clear, I can do this, and it's a little bit see-through. So you can do stuff like that. Or let's say we put this back up to 100. Smoothing is a big one as well. So let's say I draw a circle. It's not a super perfect circle, but if I turn up smoothing to, like, let's say 66%, then we can do a pretty smooth circle, and that can go all the way up to 100%. But yeah, that is the settings up here. If you would like to change how your brush tool looks, you can do like you can change the size up here, so you can change it to, how big or small you want it to be. The soft round kind of looks like spray paint. You can see what other brushes are down here. There's the charcoal that kind of looks like a pencil. There's a whole bunch of different stuff. And then later, not sure if you guys will learn, but later we will learn about how to create our own brushes in Photoshop, so you can do some pretty cool stuff with designs too, if you haven't already learned it. So the next tool that I can then show you is the eraser tool. So then I have this guy, and this is for erasing. So same kind of thing. The eraser can actually be hard line, or it can be soft, however you want it to be. I typically just do hard line just so I can kind of get rid of it pretty easily. Voila. The next thing, so this is the paint bucket tool, so I'll show you this one. I'll go ahead and show you how it's used. Let me let's create a circle here. So I'm going to create a circle, one with a little open end and one that is fully closed. So when I take the paint bucket tool here, whatever color, this is the foreground color, so that's whatever color here is what is appearing on the brush tool or the paint bucket tool or whatever tool you're using to draw something. And if I use the paint bucket tool here, it fills in the line. But or fills in the circle. If I do it here, because there's an open space, it'll fill in the entire screen. So just like that. So I'm going to undo that, Command Z or Control Z if you're on Windows. And yeah, if you're wanting to fill a specific space without having to color it fully, you can just do the paint bucket tool. There's a way to get rid of this white line here, but it's escaping me at the moment. So may want to do a quick Google search on that if you're having an issue with that. But let me undo here. So that was the paint bucket tool. And then very quickly, most of you should know how to use a text tool. You can do horizontal, vertical, change it up however you want. It's just creating a text box, and then you just type in hello. And then you can change the font, size, all that good stuff on there. So then let's go back to the move tool. I can select this guy and move it, and that's how I'm able to move stuff around. I can just hit delete, get rid of that one. And then the last thing I'm going to show you guys is it says line tool here, but if you click and hold on it, A lot of these that have the drop down, if you click and hold on it, they have multiple tools underneath. So on the line tool, if you click and hold on it, you have rectangles, ellipses, triangles, polygons, lines, custom shapes, whole bunch of stuff on here. So if you wanted to make a, little ground plane, you can do it that way. And to change the color here, you can just change the fill to say like a green, and then you can change where it says stroke. That's the outline of the shape. You can just change that to nothing, or you can change it to black, to whatever you want it to do. And then you can change that. Say if I wanted it to be black, I can change that to, let's say, like 4 pixels to kind of make it a little more prominent. If I did it like 10, you could really see it. I click off. There you go. And then you can obviously move these, to kind of see your shapes. And yeah, that is the basics of drawing in Photoshop. I'll go over how to actually create an animation from your drawings in the next video, but just to kind of play around with Photoshop a little bit, get more comfortable with it. These are the basic tools on how to draw in Photoshop. So hopefully that all makes sense. If not, definitely let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, have fun just playing around.